It was October 2023. I was sitting in my couch and suddenly I received a phone call from my best friend. And he didn't tell me to go out, he didn't tell me any of this stuff. What he told me was about making money online. I had no idea what making money online was last year. I thought the only way to make money was to go to college, get a job, get a promotion, and keep doing that. And if you want to make a lot of money, just become a doctor or a scientist. I don't know. And he told me that he had joined this server, under Tate server, and he was doing this video editing thing. The affiliate. If you've been in the real world of whatever, you know that you sell this with this link and you get a commission. And he told me to join, and I was like, I don't have any money. How can I start making money without money? My little brain kind of couldn't even comprehend that. I didn't understand that. So he told me, okay, you don't need to have money. I didn't have money either. He didn't have money either. And there are a few skills that I could start without money. And I was like, okay, what is it? Crypto? What is it? I thought maybe if I put in $10, I'm gonna get lucky and make $1,000 back, and then I can do it again and again. That's what I thought. And he told me about this thing, copywriting. I was like, copywriting? What is it? Isn't this about something about privacy policies and stuff? And he said, no, it's not about that. It's about writing words that make people want to buy products. And I was like, bro, I suck at writing essays, and it wasn't my strong suit at school. I was always the worst at it, and since English wasn't even my first language, I was like, bro, I can't. How? I can't even write. What do you mean? And long story short, I joined the real world after I think it was the same day. I saw some Andrew Tate videos. He hyped me up, and I'm like, okay, fuck it, I'm joining now. And I joined. I started doing the courses, started doing the assignments, started doing everything in there, and I started outreaching. So I had this, we had this template that we all used. It was this fake compliment, then transition, then pitch, then whatever. It sucked. There are many better way to outreach. But anyway, I started doing that. 40 emails a day, 100 emails a day, whatever. How many emails I could write that day? If I could, imagine this: 14 hours a day of sending emails. I didn't go to the gym. I didn't do anything else. All I did was send emails. That was insane. That took a toll on my mental health. I'm not trying to be a pussy here, but that's what happened. And I started doing this, and the funny part was, I was so broke at this point that even paying for the second month was like, okay, how am I gonna pay the second $50? I'm gonna have to stop drinking coffee for a month. I'm gonna have to quit my morning coffee or something just to pay for the mentorship, or I'm gonna have to skip a few meals here and there just to pay for it. Yeah, that's what I did. And bro, the craziest part about being there is that even though Andrew Tate promotes this shit and this and that, I couldn't get any results. I couldn't get any replies. I couldn't get any sales calls. Probably out of the thousands of emails I had sent, I had probably gotten 1 to 2 positive replies, and I had landed a single client. It was a fitness influencer, and I closed him for $50 for a few YouTube titles. That was insane. And when I closed that client, I was like, oh my god, bro, I broke free from the matrix. Now I'm gonna upsell him. It's gonna be $4K a month, and I'm gonna take over his marketing, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that. And nothing happened. Once I started bringing up the conversation to, take care of his marketing and some of his emails and some of that, because I had some ideas. His emails were garbage, of course. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. Let's do this. And once I started bringing ideas, he started ghosting me. And even that little client that I had for $50, now I didn't have him. And I felt like quitting. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I felt like quitting. I remember sitting on my fucking bed one night, and I was really down, man. I was really down. This, I was like, okay, it took me 3 months to land a client. 4 months it was, something like this. And now I lost him too. What do I do? What do I do? I can't just keep sending thousands of emails again to land my next client. I can't do this. I cannot do this. So that's when I knew there had to be a better way. I couldn't be doing all of this. It's impossible. And that's when I remember I had submitted copy in the Discord server, whatever that was, and somebody left a note for a YouTube channel. It was my first mentor. So I checked him out. He started talking about all this new stuff that I had never heard before. It was probably better than even the course. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I started consuming his content, and I bought his courses. I bought my first courses. And the way I did it, I didn't have money. Remember, I was in college and I couldn't even pay $50 for a mentorship, for the, what's it called? For the real world deal. I couldn't even pay $50 a month. I was so broke. So I did something that nobody else had told me. And nobody else has done this from what I hear. And it was, I made my parents an offer. I told them, I remember the course was like $400, $300, something like this. And I was like, okay, can you give me the money? And if I don't make the money back by X amount of time, I think it was April, March. And I told them, if I don't make the money back by June, I'm going to pay you back double. I'm going to get a 9-to-5 job in the summer, and I'm going to pay you back double. And bro, I had these copywriting skills before I even started it. It's insane. So I got the money, I invested in the mentorship, and I started getting results immediately. And it wasn't just because of the secrets and because I learned some secret. Okay, I learned some stuff, of course, but it was more because I put my money where my mouth is. And another thing that most people don't talk about is that those who pay attention. Because nobody values something that's free. Think about it. Let's say somebody gave you a ticket to go to some concert. And okay, then maybe it's not your favorite artist, but you like him. You like him or her. And let's say you haven't paid it. Chances are you're not going there. You're probably not going there. But even if you didn't like the artist, if you paid for it, you would go. There are many more chances that you would go. Does that make sense? This is what you probably would do. And studies have shown that. So I found the mentor, I got the clients, and I paid back my family, of course. And I was there for a few months, but after a few months, I didn't feel like I was progressing. It was like I was just there paying the monthly fee without getting any value. It was, I was a little bit past that level. And besides that, I couldn't scale. I was closing a few 3-figure deals here and there. And besides that, I wasn't making any real money. I wasn't making more than, probably my best month was 1K, 2K. My best month. But most of them, not even close. I was barely making a few $100s, maybe sometimes even zero. Zero. Can you imagine dropping out of college, having bills to pay, and just making $0 while outreaching for 16 hours a day sometimes? What would you do if you were in that situation? Maybe you currently are in that situation. It's so funny that how life turns around. It was last year, at this point, April, I was not making any money. I was kind of debating with myself whether I should quit college, whether I shouldn't quit college, and following the safe path and traditional path. And I remember having this fear. I was like, what if this fails? What if copywriting fails? What if I don't succeed with copywriting? What do I do then? What do I do then? And the funny part was, I passed to my country's best college. the best college. And I still quit. I still quit. I was like, no way I'm living this life. Fuck it. I'd rather die. It's not even an exaggeration. I'd rather die than do this stuff. This isn't for me. Going to college, working 9 to 5, doing all of this stuff just isn't for me. And if you're watching this video, it's probably not for you. So, that was my story. And that's all I wanted to share with you. If you found any value from this, like, subscribe, share. And I'll see you in the next one. Love you.